targeted video targeted with a secret persecution program called Gang-Stalking Targeted Videos, which means I'm the target of a secret program working to destroy my life, target me physically and psychologically. I've been targeted for more than a decade. Gang-stalk is real, a lot of online tears online. And people get recruited to harass me, stalk me. Gang-stalk is not just psychological targeting, it's not just harassment and stalking. You get targeted, I get targeted as a tornado with both psychological warfare and physical warfare. This program has poisoned me, attacked me by the ways physically. I've been food poisoned, I've been shot in the leg with a dart gun or something similar. I'll change the chat settings. A big part of the harassment I get online is by the program. People recruit to target me. So I'm the target of a secret persecution program called Gang-Stalking that works to target me with both psychological and physical targeting tactics. There's even some Christian ministries that are involved in this. Cults. You have to be a cult. If you have a church that participates in this secret gang-stalking program, you have to have a cult. And since they're arguing from an indefensible position, meaning they're doing something indefensible, Doolittle Bible Church is a church that participates in gang-stalking. It's targeting for this program online with psychological warfare for the same program thought to be in real life. So, since they're doing something indefensible, they had to focus on ad hominems, demonization, where it's like Mike's a demon, Nephilim, and this or that, other thing. So, gang-stalk is real. And I'm gonna keep looking at the word about it until it's exposed. So, I'm a Christian tornado, targeted with a secret persecution program called Gang-Stalk Tornadoes. I've been taught for more than a decade. And what is Gang-Stalk? It's a secret persecution program that targets me both psychologically and physically. Now, in other news, it looks to me like the evolution of Mike Perry fighting bare knuckle boxing. It might actually made him better at UFC matches where they have gloves. So bare knuckle boxing is different from UFC rules, MMA rules, UFC rules. It looks like he might have been gotten better at fighting UFC by fighting bare knuckle for a while. So Nate Diaz fought Mike Perry. Nate Diaz is more of a volume puncher, where he part of Nate Diaz, like danger in the UFC, is being able to have the cardio to throw hundreds of punches per round and kind of cumulative damage. It's like keep throwing shots at the person, and he's got the cardio to keep throwing like hundreds of punches per round if he wants to, and like cumulative damage. Nate has never been like a person, or any of the Diaz brothers, that's known for like their power, like a power punch, like Mike Tyson or something like this. They've never been people where they're known to be like a guy that has amazing punching power, like one punch knockout power kind of stuff. A lot of times it's like cumulative damage, throwing a lot of punches and kind of building up to getting the person affected by punches. So they're more like cardio. The Diaz brothers' strength was more cardio and good boxing and good precision jiu-jitsu. And Mike Perry is more of a power puncher. And Mike Perry landed like a really powerful solar plexus shot. And you can see that really affected Nate. Okay. That really took a lot of Nate, that solar plexus shot, where he punched through the solar plexus. Like the general gut region, but it looks like the solar plexus, okay? So, I'd say Mike Perry has, he has more power in his shots. He's more explosive and powerful. So whatever he's throwing, like elbow strikes, kicks, knees, punches, is going to be more power per shot. Where Nate Diaz, his power is more, or has been, cardio and being able to throw many punches per round. Okay. They're winning by cardio. Part of the Diaz brothers winning is with the cardio. Nick Diaz was also in trouble and close to losing when he fought Robbie Lawler, Nick Diaz. And also it's similar there because Nate and Nick Diaz are very similar in their like body type and fighting style and their strengths and weaknesses when it comes to fighting. And Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler is similar to Mike Perry versus Nate Diaz in some ways. Like a guy who's super powerful and more like jacked and like big and heavy. Okay. And they're like taller and leaner and have less punching power than the guy. But they have better cardio and things like this. So some of those Robbie Lawler shots, if they would have landed, they would knock Nick Diaz out. Yeah, so Nate Diaz immediately called for a rematch. Now, if the fight wouldn't have been stopped, maybe that cut in his foot would have exasperated a guy like huge, big, led to him not being able to fight again. But because the fight was stopped, there's a greater chance that like the cut can heal well and it's not a problem. He can fight again. So instantly was calling for a rematch with Mike Perry. I would be surprised if Mike Perry has been on the juice. A lot of combat athletes are. Now the Diaz brothers are believable as naturals, meaning people that haven't been doing PEDs in their career. And it's kind of silly how Nick Diaz got was it a 4-year suspension because he was smoking marijuana. and he's fighting the UFC where most guys are on testosterone. Some kind of, it's like TJ Dillashaw was in blood doping, and Vitor Belfort and Anderson Silva. It's like a lot of people. That if you think about how many people get caught doing steroids, imagine how many people have not gotten caught. Okay. And Cyborg, even the women, quite a lot of women have been cheating there. So they rolled him over his prime. Speak of that, Nick Diaz seems to have some problems and stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break here. I'm gonna have to get a refund from Amazon because I checked Amazon and it said my rolling papers had arrived and I checked outside the door, there's nothing good. So either it didn't get delivered or somebody stole it from outside my door. Pack of rolling tapes are used to handle mount tobacco, cigarettes. I don't smoke marijuana or anything else. Common tactic by cyber stalkers is to false accusation in drugs, which I don't do. So it says delivered 19 May, which would be yesterday, and I double checked that there's no package outside. So either somebody stole it from my door, or there's some fucker. Actually, I'm gonna double check again. Just better over check, under check. There's nothing outside the door, nothing by the door. This box by the door. No. There's this one. Oh shit. Yeah, so fucking. I'm gonna check my text because sometimes I take a picture of the pack. It says deliver. Yeah, so I'm not gonna click to get the refund right now. I do that in a few days. But it says on Amazon that it's been delivered. Left outside door and I checked outside the door, it's not there. And I was outside yesterday. So I came home like early evening, afternoon, early evening yesterday. There's no package there. From the registry.